Today I'm going to show you how to deal with a lateral cervical tilt or a head that is tilted to one side or the other. This is something I have dealt with as someone that has been on camera a lot. I happen to notice that my head will be shifted one way or the other, and it's just overall annoying. Now, this has also been magnified these past 6 months as I've had a baby. And this really comes about from holding him. So I happen to, for whatever reason, just hold him typically in my left arm, and I'll find myself tilting down, looking at him. And because of that, I'll then get on camera just like now, and I'll have a head that's tilted in this direction. Now, it's probably something that I notice more than anyone else, but it's enough to make me pause, and I just really don't like how it looks. So this is a great segue into discussing why you may have the head tilting one way or the other. And that's typically due to just tension around our neck, our shoulders, and what I find, at least on myself, has been a reduction in cervical rotation. My head will tend to go to the left, and because of that, I find I have less mobility when I look to the left side versus the right. So you can probably see that. Now, it is important to note that when I test this, I can obviously push and get that full range of motion, but I am stopping where my body naturally stops me. I feel a buildup of tension that I then have to move through. So if I'm being honest, I go right about there is when I start to feel tension. My body just says, hey, I'm done. I don't want to go any further. Whereas to the right, that's right about there, which would be pretty close to full range of motion. So because of this reduction in cervical rotation, I find that my head wants to go this direction. Now again, this could also be from just holding my kid, looking down, bracing, holding him. He's now 16, 17 pounds, so he's getting a little bit heavier, and that has been a bit of a challenge, especially for some long feeds, those types of things. So how we're going to address this is simply by improving that cervical rotation to the side that you're most limited to, as well as just trying to cut out some of the habits throughout the day that may lead to the reduction in that cervical rotation. So for me, it would be I'd probably need to be holding my kid on the right side more often than the left, but that's definitely a little bit difficult when it's 4 in the morning and I just want him to fall asleep, and it's kind of the last thing on my mind. The other thing is to just restore some cervical rotation in that direction, which can be very, very simple. So the one move I've been using that has helped to combat this as well as improve it, I've just been using this after I brush my teeth in the bathroom. I'll hit a couple breaths of this and it tends to help out quite a bit. So this is a traditional PRI exercise with a little bit of a twist on it from myself, and it really just helps us to improve rotation throughout the entire body, but I also find it helps with the cervical rotation. You're going to want to do this on both sides, though you could bias it one way or the other. So to set this exercise up, you're simply going to put one foot back while the other one goes forward. It's like walking. So if I'm reaching forward my left foot, my right hand should be going forward. I'm then going to take that opposite hand, put it on the wall, and then make sure to put that weight back into the heel of the back foot. I'm going to maintain this position, gently pressing this hand into the wall, gently reaching this other hand forward. And what this is going to do is create a rotation at my rib cage. I then just hold that position. While I have this then solidified, I'm maintaining it. I'm not forcing this position. I'm not like bracing my abs or anything. I'm just here as relaxed as possible. And then I'm going to turn my head toward the hand that's forward. Now notice as I'm turning my head, I do want to take my eyes and look forward. So I like to say, hey, I want to look at the thumb of the front hand. What this is going to do is start to stretch out some of the musculature around our neck. So I'm just going to stay here and do a total of 5 breaths. Full exhale, everything out, and then a slow silent inhale through the nose. Just maintaining this position as I'm here. Exhale, and so on and so forth. Now, from a side view, just to give you kind of another glance at this, again, the same things are going on. So I'm going to put one foot back. I'll show you on the opposite side. So I'll put my left foot back. So my right arm is going to go forward. I'll then take my hand, place it against the wall, and then just reach forward, nice and easy. And so those shoulders, they're turning. You're turning your sternum away from the hand that's reaching forward. So I'm here, left foot back, right foot forward, left hand forward, reach, 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 and then just breathe. Exhale. Inhale. And it's really that simple. Now, as a way to make sure that we're improving this, one, look in a mirror. So if you notice your head is all off, you do this exercise on each side and your head isn't as like lopsided one way or the other, cool, you got the improvement. Another thing you can do just to double check is check your cervical rotation. So you can go hands on the shoulders, look to one side, and right about there is where I'm having the restriction occur, which is much further. It's like an additional 20 degrees, which in terms of cervical rotation is quite a bit. If I go to the right, that's even feeling looser than it was before. So that said, I would do this probably 3 sets of 5 breaths. That's typically what I've been doing. This is again, just something that can help with the aesthetics, improve a little bit of function at your neck, maybe even reduce a little bit of pain or tension that's going on. So definitely try this out and see if it helps you out. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can make another video on this. Again, this is something that has helped me in these past couple of months, but just note that what your body may need may be completely different. And that's where assessing and looking at range of motion as well as what your symptoms are like can really tell us a lot of information. So I hope this video found you well. Like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the WaFit app, 7 programs down there, all for $27.99 with a free 7-day trial.